It's not the battle for Atlantis. It's Hidden Valley High School. I'm glad to be with you here on mybasin.com as the Mustangs host the Henley Hornets. Alongside Josh Eldridge, I'm Matt Bowling. It is President's Day, a holiday for most people, but not here for these two teams. Largely due to this game having previously been postponed because of the big winter storm that hit the Klamath Basin earlier. Made it pretty much impossible to get out of town and over the hill to come play this game. Take a look at the Skyline Conference standings. Henley wins today. They have secured at least a share of the Skyline Conference title. They win tomorrow at Mazama, and they will have secured the title outright. And Josh, I mean, that's seemed pretty much inevitable since the early stages of conference play. Henley's closest game so far in the Skyline Conference was a 21-point win over Phoenix. They've played Hidden Valley once so far, back on January 17th, beat the Mustangs 62-30.
I think it's unreasonable to go into a season expecting to be unbeaten, but for this Hornets team, it's certainly not surprising. They have more than enough talent at every position, not just in their starting lineup, but also the bench. This team is extremely deep, and we've seen it all season long. Again, you don't go into the season thinking you're going to be undefeated or expecting it, but for this Hornets team, I'm not surprised one bit.
Like it's going to be Anna Harper against Madison Kelly for the tip-off. Harper, Lily Fassell, Senya Campos, Kennedy Modine, and Michaela Schroeder, your starters for Henley. For Hidden Valley, it's Hannah Ramos, Taylor Graham, Madison Kelly, Kaylee Bennett, and Bailey Sandquist. Mustangs get the opening bucket and take a 2-0 lead. On the other end, here is Modine with a nice drive and a hook finish. Graham brings it up, runs into trouble. They'll say she stepped out of bounds. Henley's last outing was a 55-21 win at Klamath Union last Tuesday. Hidden Valley coming off a 46-40 loss at Klamath Union the following night. Schroeder can't finish underneath, and Hidden Valley regains possession. Here's Ramos sending it to Sandquist. Bounces it to Kelly. Kelly cannot score over Harper. That one didn't have much of a chance. Fassell called for the travel. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Mustangs. Graham tries the long inbound. It's taken away by Fassell. Henley has been beaten on long inbounds at some points throughout the season, but it didn't work there. Fassell misses a three. Modine grabs the board, dishes it to Harper, who bounces it in off the glass. Ahead to Ramos. Guarded by Fassell. Gets it to Graham. Back up to Ramos. Bennett finds a cutting Ramos, who can't score on Harper. Now here's Harper in transition. She gets it to Campos. Campos for three. No. Rebound Schroeder. Up and in. Ramos again with it. Sends it to Kelly. On the perimeter, it's Graham. Cross to Bennett. Bennett for three. Off the rim. Harper gets the rebound. And here come the Hornets. It's Modine. Handing it to Campos. Campos firing down low for Schroeder. Too much space, and that's an easy bucket for her. Inbound mishandled by Ramos, taken away by Fasell. Fasell looking to drive now, puts it up, gets fouled. So with 5:08 to go in the first quarter, Lily Fasell will head to the free throw line. She makes the first one. Second one won't fall. Sandquist grabs the rebound. Mustangs inbounding at midcourt. Right to Schroeder, but she can't keep it in bounds. Nearly a takeaway, but Hidden Valley will keep possession. Fired up top to Ramos. Space for a three. No good. This time Schroeder makes no mistake recovering that ball. Campos. Thought about a drive. Whips it to Fasell for the reverse layup that would not go. It comes back to Fasell. Another chance won't fall. Harper tries underneath. It won't go. Comes to Schroeder. She's fouled.
Four offensive rebounds in that single possession for Henley really encapsulates how hard they work on the glass. Every one of those shots, by the way, was a pretty good shot to take as well. Just had to keep working for it, eventually earning free throws, and there's Schroeder with a make.
Friendly bounce there off the glass. We've been saying this all season, Josh, but when you give Henley that many chances, they'll make you pay. It's so hard, though, when you have to match up with that size underneath with Schroeder, Harper, even Fasell.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like these teams are giving Henley these opportunities, right? Henley's working hard for these opportunities, and they make it pay off.
Intercepted by Harper. Long two. In and out off the glass. She gets her own miss and gets fouled. You talk about hard work.
She's already got 5 rebounds in this game, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Harper just following her shot. Makes the first free throw. Second one goes. So it's a 12-2 lead for Henley. 4:23 to go in the first quarter, and Hidden Valley calls timeout. Matt Bowling here alongside Josh Eldridge. This is high school basketball on mybasin.com. $12-2 lead for Henley with 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Inbound to Ramos. Ramos pulls up, misses. More strong defense by Harper. Now Fasell fouled in transition. Well, if there had been a little more heat on that outlet pass, she would have had a walk-in layup. No, I'm Sure, she won't mind drawing a foul. Oh, she throws an interception to Ramos. Almost takes it back from her. Taylor Graham up top, harassed by Fussell, finds space for a three, misses. Schroeder ahead to Campos. Campos down low, Fussell rejected. Underneath that was Graham, but it comes back to Henley, and a shooting foul will send Harper to the free throw line. Already the fifth foul on the Mustangs, 3:44 to go in the first quarter.
Harper went up with the shot, actually got her first shot blocked, but again, sticking with it, goes right back up through the contact, earning these free throws.
Harper misses the first free throw. A couple subs in for Henley, Preston Shade and Bailey Ladner. Harper ends up 1 for 2 from the line. Here's Kaylee Bennett. Now Ramos. Kelly trying to drive on Harper, sends it to Graham. Graham, long two, blocked by Harper. She is here, there, and everywhere so far in this game. Shade in trouble. Kept in the front court by Ladner. Ends up going out of bounds. It will stay with Henley.
Bailey Ladner might not get the most minutes on this team, but the effort that she gives for the minutes that she does, I mean, you can't put a value on it.
She's everything you want in a role player.
No doubt.
Now here she is at the top of the key. Threads it to Harper. Harper gets the roll.
Tough finish through contact, too.
Pass mishandled, taken away by Ladner. Here's Shade to a wide open Modine. Three no good. Harper gets the board. Harper goes back up with it. No foul called. Modine a try that won't go. This is Ramos. Now Graham over to Bennett. Back up to Ramos. 2:22 to go in the first. A 13-point lead for Henley. Ramos mishandles it out of bounds, and Henley gets it back. Fussell and Campos checking back in for Harper and Modine. Here's Preston Shade. Guarded by Ramos, sends it to Ladner. Ladner out to Campos for a three. Off the mark. Rebounded in the corner by Bennett. Here comes Ramos. Ramos over to Bennett. Her three is no good. Graham the rebound. Graham bumped by Fussell. And the junior will shoot a pair of free throws. That is the first foul of the game on Henley.
Getting the line here is good for Hidden Valley for their sake. They've created some good looks from distance. None of them have connected yet, though, so might be getting to the line and trying to find a way to get the ball inside. It's just so hard against this Henley team. The only way that squads really are able to try to stick with them in this conference is by shooting the three ball. Hidden Valley has the right idea. They're just not dropping yet.
Graham goes 2 for 2 from the line. Oh, Shade tried to throw it up high for Fussell. A little too high. Into Sandquist. Full court press for Henley. Bennett's able to get it across. Ramos. Schroeder switches on to Ramos. In the corner, Graham. Back out to Ramos. He's going to try to drive. Gives it to Sandquist now. Sandquist throws one up. It misses. Fussell. Looking for a lane. Dishes to Schroeder. One-on-one. And you really don't even need us to tell you what happens next. 7 points here in the first quarter for Michaela Schroeder, a 17-4 lead for Henley. Wide open for a corner three is Shade. She misses. Fight for the rebound. Campos gets it. Shade again. Runs into Sandquist and draws a foul. It'll be free throws for Preston Shade. Looking to log her first points of the afternoon. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. Shade knocks down the first free throw. Shade goes 2 for 2. Here's Ramos. Picked up by Ladner. Sends it over to Pierce. Marlo Pierce guarded by Harper. Back out to Ramos. Trying to find a cutting Graham, but it's a turnover. Preston Shade firing down low to Harper. Spins away from the defender. Misses the shot. Out of bounds. Last touched by Bailey Ladner. 11.1 on the clock for Hidden Valley. Long inbound is out of bounds. Clock is still running. They're going to have to reset it. Went all the way down to .1, which is certainly not where it should be.
They're giving him a full 10 seconds, it looks like.
Interesting.
Thought it might have been closer to 6.
Yeah.
But I guess, a nice round number. The Hornets won't complain.
Certainly not. Ladner in the corner. Fussell, baseline drive. Has her shot blocked. Gets it back. Tries again. Another try won't go. Harper doesn't get it off before the buzzer. But Henley takes a 19-4 lead into the second quarter here at Hidden Valley. Matt Bowling alongside Josh Eldridge. This is high school basketball on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, the retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
$19-4 lead for Henley as we start the second quarter here at Hidden Valley. Matt Bowling alongside Josh Eldridge. Hornets looking to secure at least a share of the Skyline Conference Championship with a win today. They can clinch the title outright with a win today and a win at Mazama tomorrow. Ladner won't go. Harper and one. And stoppage. What's going on?
We asking for someone to get ejected, perhaps? We got the official pointing in the stands here. I think someone just got ejected. Must have been for talking to an official. Yeah, I got to say, I do respect an official taking a little bit of charge. in the audience. We'll see what happens.
Harper completes the and one. It's an 18-point lead for Henley. There's Ramos. And that's a defensive 3-second call. Henley gets it back. We've seen all season how many problems Henley's defense can cause opponents. Harper underneath, loses it on the way up. This is Grace Peterson. Gives it to Ramos. Sends it over to Lesher. Sam Lesher draws a foul as she tries to split the defense. This is Ramos. Long two. Misses. Lesher. Back out to Ramos. 6:40 to go in the first half. Sam Lesher draws another foul. Senya Campos and Michaela Schroeder checking back in for Henley as Ladner and Shade come to the bench. Inbound, barely kept alive. Pierce sent out of bounds by Facel. It will stay with the Mustangs. Campos guarding the inbound. They get it into Pierce. Dish to Lesher, too strong. Put back will not fall. And Schroeder comes away with the board. Campos, long pass, ends up tipped out of bounds by Lesher. Certainly could have been an interception. Campos firing to Modine for a corner three, no good. Facel fighting for the board. It's a tie-up. And possession arrow points to Hidden Valley. Underneath Pierce. Now Lesher loses it. Modine cashes in on the turnover. Oh, nearly another one on the inbound. Tipped. Falls into the hands of Pierce. To an open Kelly, but she's too strong with it. Schroeder chases down the board. Gives it back. Here's Ramos. Ramos runs into Schroeder, passes it back. Lesher with Campos on her. And a travel is called.
The Henley defense recovers so well. Ramos drove in there, and there was a couple players open on the perimeter, but they were only open for maybe a second before Henley was able to recover and take away any opportunity to shoot a three.
Harper through traffic. Here's Peterson. Guarded by Modine. Ramos with Facel on her. Ramos finds a lane. Shot won't fall. Now Campos throws it right to Pierce. Ramos the other way. Campos sprints back to defend. Ramos misses the jumper. Campos again in transition. Campos bumped and draws a foul. Preston Shade checking in for Lily Fussell. And it looks like Taylor Graham checking in for Madison Kelly. Campos fires to Modine. Modine dribbles in. Floater won't fall. Campos is there for the putback. Even Henley's guards, Josh, are not afraid to get down low and be aggressive on the boards.
Yeah, between their guards, already 6 rebounds. And so, yeah, you're exactly right.
Peterson misses into the arms of Modine.
There's another one.
Shade. Disrupted. Fires cross court to Campos. She pulls a 3, misses. Modine chases down the board. Gets it to Shade in the corner. Harper into the paint. Puts it up and in. And Randy Denson calls timeout with his team up 30-4. 3:47 to go in the first half here on MyBasin.com.
MyBasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
14 points for Anna Harper here in the first half as Henley is just running away with this one.
Yeah, they're winning about every aspect of this game right now. One thing that I'll highlight is turnovers. Henley's they've turned the ball over maybe a little bit more than they would have liked so far. 5 turnovers at this point. Hidden Valley has 10, and their turnovers have been a lot more like gifts to Henley with how these passes have been sort of in the no man's land in a couple of cases. Henley's working hard on the glass, but again, Hidden Valley not doing themselves any favors, turning the ball over as much as they are.
They've got it now. Here's Sam Lesher to Grace Peterson. Kaylee Bennett. Bailey Sandquist, free throw line, air ball. Campos in transition, dribbles off her own foot. Campos and Harper are going to check out now. Looks like Fussell and Schroeder are coming back in. Here's Kaylee Bennett to Taylor Graham. Up top is Graham. Intercepted by Schroeder. Ladner nearly mishandles it. Finds a cutting Schroeder, but they're going to call Schroeder for a travel. Here's Bennett. Intercepted by Fussell, kept in bounds. Now Shade. Shade finds a spot on the line, dishes to Fussell for the bucket. Just a great sequence for the Hornets. Peterson sends it to Graham. Her 3 won't go. Ladner gets the board. Ahead to Schroeder, a bit too far ahead. She's able to recover and draw a foul. Michaela Schroeder with 7 points so far. Steps up to the free throw line, looking to give Henley a 30-point lead.
Yeah, she's also got 7 rebounds. One of the interesting things and why I like watching Schroeder so much is sometimes you see a freshman play up at the varsity level and they do feel a little sped up. not Schroeder. The game comes slowly to her. She's patient. That last play is a great example of her waiting for the defense to collapse and then drawing the contact for the foul.
Schroeder will check out for Harper now, as Sam Lesher comes to the bench for Hidden Valley. And Ramos will replace her as Kaylee Bennett brings it up the court. Here is Ramos, fouled by Harper. .202 to go in the first half. Inbound to Kaylee Bennett. And her shot is rejected. Graham looking to inbound. Trying to go underneath. Sandquist. It'll stay with Hidden Valley. Graham looking. Throws it to Fasell. Fasell to Shade. Shade disrupted. Fasell recovers. Out of bounds. Hidden Valley ball. Bennett to Peterson. Hannah Ramos back to Bennett. Turned over. Modine with the takeaway. Modine to a streaking Harper. There is just nothing Hidden Valley can do about her today. Three won't fall. Shade the other way. Wide open Fasell. Here's Bennett. Peterson up to Ramos. Bennett. Ramos. Misses underneath. Sandquist won't go. It comes to Ladner. Ahead, Modine. Modine whips it to Ladner. She throws it right to Ramos. Bennett. Peterson. To Ramos. Out. Shot won't fall. Fasell brings it up. 10 seconds left. What will Henley do here? Fasell will pull a three. Misses. Ramos the rebound. Hidden Valley's got to hurry, and it goes nowhere. A 36-4 halftime lead for Henley. They shut out Hidden Valley in the second quarter. We'll have your scoring after this break. Matt Bowling here alongside Josh Eldridge. This is high school basketball on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between. We keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Well, there's been 40 points scored in this game so far. 36 of them belong to Henley. The Hornets shut out Hidden Valley in the second quarter. They've allowed one field goal so far. It was actually the opening bucket of the game. Just complete and total domination by the Hornets. Maybe their most dominant half of the season so far, Josh.
Yeah, they've played extremely well. I mean, they've forced Hidden Valley into a lot of turnovers. The Mustangs created good shots for themselves in the first quarter that weren't really falling. In that second quarter, I don't know if they took a good shot in that second quarter. Henley did such a good job of denying the ball anywhere. And, yeah, dominant to say the least.
Let's take a look at the individual scoring. Anna Harper with 16 points, pacing the Hornets. Michaela Schroeder with 7. Lily Fassell with 5. Kennedy Modine with 4. And Preston Shade and Senya Campos with 2 each. For Hidden Valley, it was Madison Kelly who hit the opening shot of the game. Taylor Graham had 2 free throws.
They mentioned Anna Harper with 16 points. That puts her at a double-double. She has 10 boards even through the first half. Schroeder has 7 as well. And, you mentioned the guard play picking up rebounds as well. Kennedy Modine has got 4 for herself, too. So, again, these Hornet guards working hard, following their missed shots. Henley hasn't shot great from beyond the arc tonight, but, again, they follow those shots and they put it back up and in. Another thing to look out for Hidden Valley, 14 first-half turnovers, only 8 for the Hornets.
As we mentioned, Henley will clinch at least a share of the Skyline Conference title with this win today. They will clinch the title outright with a win at Mazama tomorrow. We'll show you the standings again. Hidden.
I would like to remind everybody that Hidden Valley High School is a vape-free campus. Our bathrooms.
Someone must have got caught vaping in the bathroom. Uh-oh.
We're not vaping on Hidden Valley's campus.
Some things never change, Matt. I went to high school here in 2018. Some things just never change.
Yeah. When the AD has to get on the mic and say, don't do this, that usually means somebody did it.
Yep. If there's a rule, that means someone made that rule.
So looking at the standings, Henley, as you can see, up top, 8-0. Number 3 in 4A, according to the OSAA computer rankings. Now, their ranking has kind of oscillated a bit over the past few weeks, going between 1 and 3. They're kind of in there tight with Staten and Philomath up there in the top 3. Going to be really interesting to see where things shake out once we get to the postseason. Of course, Henley won the state championship last year as the 2 seed, so probably not sweating it as long as they are in the top 3.
Well, getting there is more than half the battle. It's the hardest thing, is to get to that Elite 8 tournament. And, yeah, you're right, they have fluctuated. It feels like every day I look, they switch. They're either 1 or 3, depending on the day. I think once they get there, they will feel confident against anybody in the state, though. This team isn't going to back down from playing a 1 seed earlier than they would have liked, or being a 1 seed and underestimating, an 8 seed if that were the case. They've been there before. They know what to expect. If they're the 1 or the 3, they're the Henley Hornets. They're going to show up and they're going to be ready to play.
Personally, for me, I don't think it really makes a difference if you're the 2 or the 3 seed.
No.
I mean, you've still, really the only difference is facing the 6 seed versus the 7 seed in the quarterfinals, and there's really not that much difference there. So, yeah, I think, like I said, I think Henley's fine wherever they end up.
Now, those schools, the Statons and the Philomaths of the world, they are very good, and truth be told, maybe they deserve those 1 and 2 spots over the Hornets. It's a computer ranking, so there's really no human judgment left up to these. That's why when you get to see these games played in person, we talk about it. What's the win condition for a team to beat Henley? You've seen them lose twice this season to teams that are bigger, faster, and stronger than them. Are there teams in the 4A that are that much bigger, faster, and stronger than Henley? It's still yet to be seen. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, I know, we haven't gotten to see Philomath or Staten play. We know both of those were state tournament teams last year. Henley actually played Philomath in the semifinals and won fairly handily. Staten went to the consolation round. I believe they were 2 and out. They were actually eliminated by Klamath Union en route to their best state tournament finish in program history, 4th place.
Well, and experience in being there is a big thing, right? I mean, Henley, that's why I say it don't matter really what seed they are. They have that experience that they know they can handle their business once they get up to Forest Grove.
You see Hidden Valley, they are still in contention for that 3rd place spot, which would get them a play-in berth. Although losing today will put them behind Klamath Union. Will actually give Klamath Union a chance to knock them out tomorrow. Again, because of the winter storm that impacted the basin a couple weeks ago, a lot of games got postponed. And with this getting towards the end of the season, we're seeing not much time left to make up the games, so a lot of back-to-backs happening. We had several happen this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and some happening today and tomorrow for Monday, Tuesday.
Well, Henley has this Monday, Tuesday back-to-back, and then they'll finish the season on a Monday, Tuesday back-to-back next week as well. And there's teams in the 1A class in our area that are playing, 5 games across 6 days, and they're in the middle of that stretch right now. It's an unfriendly schedule because of the winter storm. But, I mean, hey, when you get to the state tournament, you got to win 3 times in 3 days. And so that's a good preparation for that.
I agree. These back-to-backs kind of starting to remind me of our friends at Oregon Tech. And playing at Cascade Conference style.
They're back in action tomorrow. They'll be over on this side of the hill against Southern Oregon.
Big-time rivalry matchup. Fassell, baseline won't go. Schroeder's put back. It comes back to Fassell. Another chance misses, and a foul is called. Campos looking to inbound. Threads the needle to Schroeder. Up through contact, misses. Sandquist pulls down the rebound. Hannah Ramos. Picked up by Campos and Fassell. Gets it to Graham. She threads it to Sandquist. Sandquist trying to drive on Schroeder. Misses the shot. Harper ahead to Modine. Looking for Schroeder in the lane, but it's intercepted. Here's Ramos. Bennett. Back over to Ramos. Looking at Sandquist. Now Bennett for a 3, or Graham for a 3, excuse me. Air ball ends up out of bounds. Last touched by Henley. Graham to inbound. Intercepted. Campos the other way. Campos mishandles it. Thrown into the paint, too long, taken away by Modine. Fired to an open Fussell who cashes in.
Great steal leading to an assist there by Modine. Fantastic job.
Sandquist misses the shot. Schroeder grabs the rebound. Another long pass to Fussell. This time she misses. Ramos to Kelly. This is Bennett creating a shot. Throws up an air ball. Campos, Harper, elbow jumper, rolls off. Schroeder, rebound, put back. Ramos. Bennett to Ramos. Long two, misses. Underneath. Put back won't go for Sandquist. She's fouled. So Bailey Sandquist, the senior, will have a chance to score Hidden Valley's first points since the first quarter. She makes it. Misses the second. Schroeder gets the rebound. Shade fires ahead to Modine. Modine is fouled.
Give Schroeder 11 rebounds now. Another stellar performance on the glass for her. She's gotten all of Henley's rebounds here in the third quarter so far.
Schroeder misses off the inbound. Ramos to Sandquist. Graham fires out to Bennett. She misses. Modine the board. Modine in transition. Modine gets by the defense, misses the shot. Ramos. Oh, Shade disrupts her. Sends it to Sandquist, who misses the pull-up. Shade. Down low, Ladner dodges a defender, but is called for the travel. Sam Lesher checking in for Kaylee Bennett. Here's Ramos. Graham, 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Ramos gets it to go off the glass. That's the first Hidden Valley field goal since the first few seconds of the game. Shade can't answer on the other end. Lesher pulls down the board. Ramos to Sandquist. Here's Lesher, now Ramos. Okay, looks like we're back on. Sorry about that, everybody. Just a interruption to our connection here. Kennedy Modine hit back-to-back threes in case you missed it. So a 37-point lead for Henley with 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Air ball from Lesher. Shade, what a heads-up play there.
And a sly smile about it, too. That was a great play for Preston.
Ball going out of bounds, so she punches it towards a Hidden Valley player who's standing out of bounds. Modine. Down low, Schroeder, turnaround. You'd have a hard time blaming her if she wanted to hit the too small on that bucket, but she's not that kind of player. She just goes about her business.
Yeah, she's not going to show anybody up. She's not too flashy of a player, but you don't have to be.
Yeah, very mature for a freshman. That's one thing you notice about her as she cashes in once again. Just cannot leave her one-on-one in the paint. Takeaway by Shade, and a foul is committed. Campos checks in for Shade. Ladner to Harper. Throws it up, misses. Schroeder, put back.
And the offensive board there, I mean, picks it up and so quick to go back up. Again, I've said it once, I'll say it again. That's what I appreciate most about watching Michaela Schroeder play is just the willingness to go right back up with that shot.
Time expires in the third quarter. And it's Henley 52, Hidden Valley 9. Matt Bowling here alongside Josh Eldridge. This is high school basketball on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
It's a 43-point lead for Henley to start the fourth quarter, so we will have a running clock. The running clock margin, for those who don't know, is 30. Should give you some insight into how thoroughly Henley has dominated this game. Cadence Nelson in now for the Hornets, wrestles away a rebound. And Spur Barney Smith draws a foul. Randy Denson working in his reserves.
Henley not only doing a good job of extending their lead, obviously, in that third quarter, but something I brought up during halftime is they're wanting to take care of the basketball a little bit better. They certainly did that in the third quarter. They turned it over just 2 times in that third quarter, and that's compared to 7 Hidden Valley turnovers in that period.
Brooklyn Conrad inbounds it to Campos. Fires to Nelson. In the corner, Fussell. Down low, turnaround, won't fall for Conrad. And Lesher chases down the long board. Misses the layup on the other end, out of bounds. It will stay with the Mustangs. Well, the fewest points Hidden Valley has scored this season is 17. And a 61-17 loss to Marshfield on December 13th. That was their third game of the season. Looks like J.C. Ladner and Sage White. A couple of JV swingers now in for Henley. Conrad in some trouble, gets it to J.C. Ladner. Fires to Barney Smith. Ladner, mid-range, won't fall, out of bounds. It will stay with the Hornets. So the 5 on the floor for Henley are Spur Barney Smith, Cadence Nelson, Brooklyn Conrad, Sage White, and J.C. Ladner. Comes to Sage White. Her shot's rejected. Ladner recovers it, gets it out to Nelson. Nelson back out to J.C. Ladner for a 3. No good. Ladner gets her own miss, loses it. It's going to be a tie-up. The possession arrow points to Hidden Valley.
You know, I haven't seen every game the Henley Lady Hornets have played this season, so I don't know for sure. Maybe you can help me out, Matt. How many times throughout the season have we gotten to see this group on the floor in the third and fourth quarters?
I'd say pretty much every game in conference play.
I mean, you can seriously tell how much confidence even this JV group has in each other. They swing the rock maybe even faster than some of the varsity girls to each other. That's great to see.
I mean, JV's been blowing teams out too, Josh. I mean, you and I walked in here during their game. It was, I think, the second quarter, and they were up 26-0.
Yeah, they ended up winning that game by 30-plus points, too. You're exactly right.
Hannah Ramos draws a foul, will head to the free throw line. They made an announcement before the game. Today is her birthday. They also had a nice little display on the video screen on the scorer's table. Sincerely hoping the rest of her day goes better than this game has gone for Hidden Valley. Ladner, no good. Conrad, the rebound. Barney Smith in the corner. Conrad misses the 3. Rebounded underneath. Hidden Valley now working some of their reserves in as a pass goes out of bounds. Looks like it's Kaylee Bennett, Marlo Pierce, Sam Lesher, Harley Hips, and a number 33 who we do not have on our roster. White for 3, no. Out of bounds, it will be Henley ball. Hidden Valley ball, excuse me. Clock continuing to run, 3:17 left in this fourth quarter. Bennett to Hips, underneath Pierce. Lesher finds space, floater won't go, put back, and 1 for Marlo Pierce. So Pierce, the senior, looking to complete the and 1. I think we've got a sub first. Looks like Grace Peterson back in for Sam Lesher. Pierce misses. Rebound by Hips. Won't go. Another chance goes for the unidentified number 33. Subs coming in. Maddie Shranowski on for the Hornets. Madeline Knable in for the Mustangs. Here's Sage White. Over to J.C. Ladner. Ladner to White. White in some trouble, gets out of it. Sends it back to Ladner. Ladner to Nelson. Underneath, Shranowski has it rejected. In transition is Peterson. Peterson travels. Gretchen Sheen checking in for Henley. That's the third JV swinger, replacing J.C. Ladner. Sage White pulls a three, misses. Sheen the rebound, and the putback goes. Harley Hips can't get the bank shot to fall. A putback misses underneath Peterson. Conrad can't keep the rebound inbounds. It'll be Hidden Valley ball. Spur Barney Smith checking in for Sage White. 1:15 to go, clock running. Gretchen Sheen in transition. Sheen blocked by Peterson. Quick shot off the inbound, won't go. Barney Smith the board. Nelson tries her hand at it, won't go. A rebound by Sheen. Now atop the key three, and the bank is open for Brooklyn Conrad. It's not President's Day where she is. Barney Smith able to keep the rebound inbounds. And she will turn it over. Oh, she gets it back. And now the Hornets can just dribble this one out. No. Peterson trying to take it away from her. Nothing will come of it, though, as the running clock will expire. And Henley locks up at the minimum a share of the Skyline Conference Championship for the third year in a row with a 57-14 win over Hidden Valley. Matt Bowling here alongside Josh Eldridge. We'll take a break, get you your final scoring here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Henley can now print the Skyline Conference three-peat t-shirts as they lock up at least a share of the league title with a 57-14 win here at Hidden Valley. They hold the Mustangs to their fewest points of the season. run down your individual scores for you real quick. Anna Harper with 18. She scored 16 in the first half. Michaela Schroeder ended up with 15 after an 8-point third quarter. Kennedy Modine with 10. Lily Fassell with 5. Brooklyn Conrad with 3. Preston Shade, Senya Campos, and Gretchen Sheen all with 2. For Hidden Valley, it was Madison Kelly with 4. Hannah Ramos with 3. Taylor Graham, Marlo Pierce, and a number 33 who we don't have on our roster, all with 2. And Bailey Sandquist with 1. We'll keep this short since we got to get ready for the boys' game, but, well, not really much to say about it anyway, Josh. This one was over pretty early.
Yeah, what's to say that hasn't already been said about this Henley team? They beat you on the glass. They beat you up inside. They didn't shoot the 3-ball particularly well today. I think they had 2 makes beyond the arc, and they still won by whatever the final margin of points was, 43 points?
Yep.
And they did that with making 2 threes. So, I mean, how do you beat this team? No one's found out quite yet unless you're in the 5A classification. We'll see if anybody does.
Yeah. We will step aside and prepare our stream for the boys' game. It's the same stream, so you don't have to go anywhere. We've just got to get everything squared away graphically and such. So keep it right here. We will have the boys' Henley Hidden Valley game here in about 16 minutes on mybasin.com. Also, it'll be on the radio, 104.3 and 960 Sports. But again, keep it here. You're watching high school basketball on mybasin.com.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to another edition of Henley Basketball. Happy President's Day to you, wherever you might be, however you are listening or watching our broadcast. Coming to you live from the climate city of Grants Pass, Oregon, inside Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the campus of Hidden Valley High School as the Hornets take on the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Glad to be with you today. Josh Eldridge alongside Matt Bowling for this Skyline Conference matchup. For the Hornets, of course, they are still searching for their first win in conference play. Meantime, for the Mustangs, they're looking to stick around in their third place spot and hold on to a potential postseason berth as we enter the final 2 weeks of the regular season. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a full look at the conference standings. We'll also take a look at the remaining schedule for Henley. A couple of back-to-backs down the stretch. We'll also get ready for starting lineups and tip-off. It's all coming at you next as Henley basketball continues on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Josh Eldridge and Matt Bowling welcoming you back to Hidden Valley High School ahead of our Skyline Conference game. The Hornets taking on the Hidden Valley Mustangs. If you take a look at the Skyline Conference standings, you'll see the Hornets mathematically eliminated from postseason contention, whether it be a automatic bid to the playoffs or otherwise. Hidden Valley owning that third place spot right now. It's not a bad place to be, considering that although the top two spots get automatic bids to the postseason, that third place spot has a chance to play in. And looking at where the Mustangs are ranked in the state, number 13, chances are they'll have a home game as well in that play-in round. The goal today for them is to win, separate themselves from the Pelicans, who they play next time out. Meantime, for the Hornets, again, a pair of back-to-backs. They'll play Monday, Tuesday this week. They'll play Monday, Tuesday next week as well. Matt, this team's still looking for their very first win in conference play. And although they are eliminated from the postseason, you're still hoping to get one before the season ends.
Yeah, Henley at this point just playing for pride. And potentially trying to mess things up for some of their rivals as Mazama is tied atop the conference standings. Ironically, if Henley wins today, that will actually help their other rival, Klamath Union, who is trying to climb back into contention for that third and final playoff berth.
Well, looks like we might be getting ready to hear the anthem for the second time this afternoon. So for us, that means we are getting ready to step aside. When we come back, we will introduce you to the starting lineups, and we will get ready for tip-off in just a moment. It's all coming up as we continue your coverage of Henley basketball, 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At MyBasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
Sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineups, and we'll start with the visitors tonight, the Henley Hornets. Starting a senior, number 4, Bryson Montag. Number 12, a junior, Reese Schmerbach. Number 14, a sophomore, Micah Ibarra. Number 20, another sophomore, Carson Sims. And a sophomore, number 32, Corbin Hamilton. The Hornets are coached by Brian Stock. And now the starting 5 for the hometown Hidden Valley Mustangs. Number 2, a senior, Austin Klingler. Number 3, a senior, Braxton Briarty. Number 4, a senior, Naren Stone. Number 5, another senior, Joshua Iwamizu. And number 11, a senior, Kaiser Daly. The Hidden Valley Mustangs are coached by Mr. Jordan Kassler, and he's assisted by Connor Kassler and Steve Gutierrez. Hornets tonight in their road yellow uniforms with Hornets written across their chest in white with navy blue trim. The Mustangs tonight in their home white uniforms with Mustangs written across their chest in orange. Orange trim down the side of their jerseys, their numbers and their letters laced in blue. In the circle for the Hornets, it will be Corbin Hamilton. And for the Mustangs, it's Josh Iwamizu. A team in Hidden Valley with every single starter, a senior. For the Hornets, just one starter, a senior. It's been a story all season long, the youth of this group, as the Hornets relinquish the opening tip to Hidden Valley. They go from right to left across your radio dial. It's Joshua Iwamizu, has it well beyond the arc, guarded by Montag, gives it up to Briarty. Now back to Iwamizu, whips a pass far side to Klingler. Klingler tightly contested by Reese Schmerbach. Now fields a double team at half court, and the Mustangs turn it over to the hands of Bryson Montag. A pass rifled ahead, intended for Schmerbach, goes out of bounds, but the Hornets trying to play some tough man-to-man defense here early in the first quarter, just 30 seconds gone, and a couple of turnovers for both teams. Mustangs have it. It's Braxton Briarty into the front court to Klingler, far side. Klingler now finds Daly, head of the key. Daly picked up by Sims. Whips a pass to Iwamizu for a right wing three that's front of the rim. Briarty cleans up the miss, gives it back outside to Daly, now on the near side. Daly brings it around between the circles, terminates the dribble. He's going to find Stone. Stone guarded beyond the arc by Hamilton. Now to the hands of Daly, far side. Daly has it right wing, kicks it to Iwamizu between the circles. Now near side to Klingler. Klingler's going to find Briarty off a screen, top of the key, gives it in the corner to Iwamizu. Now 15 to shoot for the Mustangs. Iwamizu one step inside the arc, fires a mid-range. It's off the back of the rim. Hornets come up with the miss. Here's Ibarra into the front court, right-handed dribble. He's picked up by Klingler, takes a screen right, fields a double team at half court, then gives rid of it to Schmerbach. Schmerbach driving in, finds Hamilton in the far corner, pump fakes a three, drives inside, off the glass, hung on the rim, didn't go. Now the Mustangs look for their first points, racing into the front court, and scoring is Austin Klingler on a nice pass. I believe that was Stone who got the pass off, as Hidden Valley now leads 2-0. Ball tipped out of bounds on the inbound. It will stay with Henley. So Schmerbach to inbound. He's back here with Ibarra. Again, Hornets going from left to right. Ibarra has it, left-hand dribble. He's going to hand it off to Sims. Sims switches to his left hand, loses his defender. In the corner to Ibarra for three. Can't hit. Ibarra follows up his own miss, drives inside, gives it back out to Sims. He thought about a triple on the wing. Now to Schmerbach. Schmerbach whips a pass near side to Montag. One step inside the arc. Montag, shovel pass back outside to Ibarra. Ibarra denies a screen left, decides to drive right, skips a pass underneath to Hamilton. Hamilton fades away from 10 feet out, but he leaves it short. Rebound picked up by Iwamizu. He kicks it ahead to Klingler now near side. Klingler has his pocket picked by Schmerbach. They're actually going to say Reese fouled him. And so that'll be a foul against Schmerbach. The team's first as Henley trails 2-0, 5:53 to go in the first. It's Kaiser Daly to inbound. He finds Briarty with it between the circles. Now on the side to Klingler. Klingler bounces it to Iwamizu. Iwamizu squared up for a three, drives inside, kicks it to Briarty in the corner for a triple no. Rebound picked up by Sims, climbing the ladder for that one. Sims will bring it across the timeline for the Hornets, dribbles top of the key, gives it up to Ibarra near side. Ibarra drives inside the paint, stops from 13, puts up a shot that's good. Micah Ibarra tying the game up at 2 with 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Nice little shot from about 10 feet out. Here come the Mustangs, though, looking to respond. Josh Iwamizu has it on the right wing, gives it up to Klingler in the corner, dumps it underneath to Stone, who dribbles it out of bounds. On the defense there was Ibarra. Again, tight man-man defense, causing a turnover there for the Mustangs. Hornets will have a chance to inbound on the baseline away from the basket. As Corbin Hamilton checks out, Nolan Mick checks in. Bryson Montag takes the inbound pass. He's along the far sideline, gives the pass ahead to Mick. Mick to Sims in the corner, thought about a three, bounces it to Ibarra straight away. Ibarra underneath to Mick, turns around, high off the glass, it rolls off, and it's Stone who cleans it up. Now ahead to Daly. Daly kicks it in the corner to Klingler for a triple. He can't cash in, but he's fouled for a three-point shot. I believe that's Schmerbach's foul. Regardless, Klingler shot a triple from the near corner and missed, but he does have a chance at 3 free throws. These will be the first free throws of the game for either team. Wait, they called a foul on the shot, right? He should be shooting free throws. They calling this on the floor, and how is that a floor foul?
I mean, Henley will take it, but
I'm not quite sure where that foul would have come if it wasn't on the shot. Regardless, take away the chance at free throws for Austin Klingler. It'll be Kaiser Daly to inbound. Not before our officials continue to talk this over. We're finally ready for basketball. Here's Daly to inbound. He'll give it in the backcourt to Briarty. Ibarra follows him all the way into the backcourt. Now Briarty brings it up into the front court. Briarty terminates the dribble at the top of the key. Bounces a pass underneath to Iwamizu. He can't handle it. And a turnover will give the Hornets the ball. Ibarra to inbound. We're tied up at 2. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Bryson Montag takes the inbound. He's picked up by Briarty right away. Guarded all the way up the floor. Has to give it up to Ibarra to cross the timeline. Dribbles up, head of the key. Throws it now to Charlton. Triggers a three that won't go. Rebound picked up by Iwamizu. And he'll bring it up for the Mustangs. Left-hand dribble. Gets to the free throw line. Kicks it in the corner to Klingler. Tries another corner three. This time he got it. 5-2, Hidden Valley. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Here's Ibarra for the Hornets into the front court. He loses the dribble. It's picked up by Iwamizu. Mustangs come the other way. Iwamizu dribbles with his right hand underneath against Montag. Goes up with the shot. The scoop shot is left short. And Montag picks up the miss, throws the pass ahead to Mick, spinning around through contact, off the glass, it's good. Nice shot by Nolan Mick to battle through contact to score, and Coach Stock wants time, will take it. It's 5-4, 4 minutes to go in the first. We'll be back with Henley basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com. Josh Eldridge and Matt Bowling back with you from Hidden Valley High School, where the Hornets trailed the Mustangs 5-4 halfway through the first quarter. And it will be Hidden Valley who starts with the ball. Briarty inbounds to Iwamizu. The Hornets relinquish the press without much trouble. Iwamizu crosses into the front court, throws a pass to Klingler. Klingler back to Iwamizu. He'll try one from 23 that won't go. Rebound picked up by Montag. He gives the pass to Charlton. Charlton brings it to the front court. Now Ibarra will travel, receiving the pass. And a turnover.
Well, Henley battling early, Josh. This is what you like to see. They may be out of postseason contention, but they're not letting it get down. They're not letting it get them down. They're still coming out and competing.
Iwamizu on the block, fires a fastball underneath to Drake, but his shot is rejected at the rim. Now here's Hamilton into the front court. Throws it to Ibarra. Now Mick skips the pass to Charlton, now on the far side. Charlton puts it on the deck, spins to his right, outside to Ibarra in the corner. Fields a double team, tries to find Mick cutting to the rim, but it's taken away by Flitcroft. Now here are the Mustangs into the front court. Briarty dribbles up to the line, triggers a three, no good. Ibarra with the rebound. He gives it up to Hamilton into the front court. Hamilton between his leg dribble, guarded by Iwamizu. Now top of the key to Charlton. Here's Mick with it on wing. Mick tries to drive the right wing, and he is going to get fouled on the floor. That'll be the first Hidden Valley team foul here. The Hornets have two. 2:56 to go in the first quarter, a game in which the Mustangs lead 5-4. Carson Sims checks back in. Micah Ibarra to the bench. And Sims will inbound. Sims lofts it, top of the key to Charlton. Charlton backs out well beyond the arc. He's going to find Sims off a screen in the near corner. Sims left-handed dribble, brings it around top of the key, loses it for a moment, recollects, drives in the corner to Hamilton. He thought about a triple, then gives it up to Mick on the right wing. 20 to shoot for the Hornets. Here's Charlton. Charlton drives in, kicks it back outside to Sims, takes a right-hand screen, bounces it back to Charlton. Skip pass into Nolan Mick, cutting to the cup, but his layup is too strong. Rebound picked up by the Mustangs. Here's Iwamizu. Iwamizu guarded by Montag, well beyond the arc. He's going to find Flitcroft now on the near wing. Now into the hands of Drake. Drake tries to drive right down Main Street, up with the shot, and it's good. Drake with his first 2 points of the game make it 7-4 Hidden Valley. 2 minutes to go in the first. Here's Montag with it. Throws it to Charlton in the corner. He can't hit the triple. Rebound is picked up by Daly. He's going to bring it up for Hidden Valley. Daly throws a pass to Iwamizu, takes a screen left, into a three. Iwamizu can't cash in. The rebound is picked up by Hamilton. He's fouled coming back down with it. So Henley will inbound away from the basket. Ibarra checks in for Charlton. Our score remains 7-4. Hidden Valley in front of Henley. 1:50 to go in the first. Ibarra and Sims up together for the Hornets. Ibarra takes a screen left. He's going to hand it off to Sims. Sims continues to drive left, gets to the baseline, tries to put one off the glass. It doesn't go. Hidden Valley with the rebound. They had trouble getting it to the front court, but now driving inside is Stone. He is fouled on the shot, and so Naren Stone will shoot two. First free throw from Stone is good, and so our score now 8-4, Hidden Valley. Minute 30 to go. Looks like Jeremiah Brunick checks in for Bryson Montag. We've also got a sub in for Hidden Valley, I believe. I think Flitcroft came back out onto the floor. The second free throw from Stone rattles home. And so now it's the Mustangs up 9-4. Still a minute and a half to go. Here's Micah Ibarra. Ibarra gives the pass to Mick. Mick throws it to Sims. Sims, jab step with his right foot. Now tries to drive right. Goes up with the shot off the glass. A nice take and a finish by Carson Sims. He's got his first 2 points. His team trails by 3 with a minute 11 to go in the first quarter. Here's Kaiser Daly on the far side. Throws a pass in a no man's land, but it's picked up by Drake, head of the key. Gives it up to Iwamizu in the corner. Iwamizu trying to back down Brunick on the block. Kicks it outside to Daly. Now back into the hands of Iwamizu. Brings it up top of the key. Now with the Mustang half-court logo going from left to right. Fields a double team with it. Top of the key. Gets the pass off to Drake. Now just 7 to shoot. Drake dribbles in. Hands it off to Daly. Now to Flitcroft. Top of the key. Flitcroft gives it back to Daly. He triggers a 3 that hits off the front of the rim. The rebound is batted around. Kept inbounds nearly by a Mustang player who goes crashing into the Hornets bench. I believe that was Tommy Drake. A supreme effort, all for naught, though, as the Hornets eventually get possession.
Yeah, he almost took out the end of the Henley bench there. Hear those guys laughing it off.
Gonna have an illegal screen, looks like set by Ibarra. And so a turnover will give the Mustangs back. They've got a couple subs coming in. Looks like Braxton Briarty and Austin Klingler return Flitcroft and Drake to the bench. Inbound pass goes to Briarty. He's picked up at half court by Sims. Briarty brings it straight ahead. Tries to bounce it inside, but the pass taken away by Sims. Sims then loses it in transition nearly. The ball was actually tipped out by a Mustangs player, and so Henley will keep it. Inbounding in front of the Hidden Valley bench. It'll be Bryson Montag to inbound. He'll get it to Mick, top of the key. Mick puts it on the deck. Now tries to drive the left side. Gets to the block. He's going to charge through. And that was Kaiser Daly who stood in and took the harm there. The charging foul. Now that is the Hornets' 5th team foul, although with that being offensive, the Mustangs don't get free throws yet. They will after this. Although with just 7 seconds to go, not much time. They've got to get a shot off. Klingler, he's going to kick it out to Stone. Throws up a prayer at the first quarter horn and hit it. 12-6, we'll head to the second quarter. Henley trails Hidden Valley on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
After one quarter of play from Hidden Valley High School, it's the Mustangs who lead the Henley Hornets 12-6. We get started for the second quarter. It's Micah Ibarra, Reese Schmerbach, Carson Sims, Corbin Hamilton, and Bryson Montag out there for the men in yellow. And for the Mustangs, it looks to be Stone, Iwamizu, Briarty, Klingler, and Daly.
Mustangs haven't been able to gain much separation from the Hornets yet. You wonder if that first quarter buzzer beater might give them a little boost.
Henley, though, for their part, looking to respond. Here's Sims kicking a pass to Schmerbach on the left wing, brings it around top of the key, now to the hands of Ibarra. Ibarra drives inside, gets to the elbow, outside to Schmerbach. Schmerbach dribbling against Daly, now to Ibarra. Ibarra back to Schmerbach in the corner, tries to get around him. Schmerbach has some room, driving inside, layup high off the glass, too strong. Rebound picked up by Iwamizu, rifles a pass ahead to Briarty. Euro stepping to the rim, Briarty's finish is also too strong. Hornets a chance to respond. Now here's Ibarra behind his back on the dribble. He's going to hand it off to Schmerbach. Schmerbach gives it up to Montag. Montag trying to drive the right lane. Kicks it outside to Hamilton, guarded by Iwamizu. Gives it back underneath to Montag, whose shot is good, but I think he was fouled on the floor before the shot. And so Henley will inbound on the baseline. It was a good thought there by the Hornets. The foul call, even though it was against Hidden Valley, really working against the Hornets there. Here's Ibarra to inbound. Looking for Hamilton on the right block. He gets it, spins around to his left. Hamilton from the mid-range, he's true. He has come a long way since the start of this season as Corbin Hamilton. Good to see his growth. Iwamizu now with it now for the Mustangs. Now here's Daly with it, left wing, now straight away to Iwamizu. Schmerbach comes all the way out to half court to guard him, hands it off to Briarty. Briarty back to Iwamizu, now on the right extended arc. Here's Daly straight away, whips the pass to Stone near side. Stone with the ball high above his head, guarded by Hamilton, gets the pass to Briarty, now far side to Klingler. Klingler trying to drive inside against Sims. Sims is going to foul him.
Yeah, you mentioned Corbin Hamilton, Josh. He's only a sophomore. Definitely a guy that's going to be a cornerstone of this team over the next few years as they look to get back to competing in 4A.
You look at guys for this season for growth for the Hornets, so many underclassmen. I mean, Corbin far from the only sophomore. I think there's an argument to be made, though, that he has made the most improvement over the course of the season. It's been really a treat to watch him grow and assert his role inside the paint for this Hornets team. Here come the Mustangs, though. The inbound pass goes to Iwamizu. He goes back to the basket against Montag, spins around for the shot, but it's no good. Rebound picked up by Ibarra, now to the corner to Sims. Sims goes baseline. He's going to get fouled on the drive. And that is the second Hidden Valley team foul. They lead the Hornets 12-8 with 6:26 to go in the second quarter. Ibarra to inbound. He'll bounce it quickly to Hamilton, who brings it out beyond the arc. Fires a pass to Schmerbach. Now to Ibarra off a screen. A left wing triple for Ibarra, too strong. The rebound is picked up by Stone. Stone is going to take it up the floor, uncontested for Hidden Valley. Give the pass to Klingler with it far side. Klingler guarded by Sims. Now Iwamizu straight away. Here's Stone on the left wing. Stone guarded by Hamilton, tries to split the defense, kicks it out to Briarty in the corner for a triple, rattles out. The rebound is picked up. The shot no good, though, from Klingler. The Mustangs one more chance on the long rebound from Briarty. Ball outside beyond the perimeter to the hands of Iwamizu. Full shot clock reset for the Mustangs. They've got time. Here's Kaiser Daly, right extended arc, takes a screen left. Tried to find Stone slipping the screen. Instead kicks it to Klingler in the corner. Now it's Stone on the block. Stone outside to Iwamizu. Iwamizu tries going inside. He's going to travel before he can get the shot off. Good defense there by the Hornets, making the Mustangs feel uncomfortable.
Looks like Brian Stocks seemed to be motioning for an offensive foul, but he was still happy to get the travel.
All right, here are his Hornets. Reese Schmerbach has it, throws it to Sims. Sims guarded by Stone, well beyond the arc, straight away. Lost the dribble for a moment, but recollects. He's going to throw it to Ibarra, who is going to have it tipped away by Austin Klingler. Hornets keep possession. Sub in for Hidden Valley. Evan Neufeld checks in for Braxton Briarty. We're also going to see Kaiser Daly out as Tommy Drake checks in. And here we go. Barra takes the inbound, trying to direct a little bit of traffic, top of the key. He's going to hand it off to Sims. Sims almost loses the dribble. He's jumped at half court. He's going to travel. And Coach Stock has his hands up. He's wondering how that's the call. I can't say I disagree with him. Carson Sims was pushed into taking a couple extra steps, but he gets whistled for the travel. Here's Iwamizu to inbound at half court. He'll give it to Neufeld, who's picked up there in the backcourt by Ibarra throws it now to Klingler. Now Iwamizu straight away. Around the horn to Drake on the near side. Drake puts it on the deck, dribbling in against Sims. The pass intended for Stone is tipped out of bounds by Sims. I think it might have been a kickball violation, so Hidden Valley will also get the full shot clock reset along with it as Neufeld inbounds the baseline. Gets it into Klingler. He was cutting off the inbound and scores with ease. He's leading the Mustangs in points right now with 7. They're up 14-8 with 4:51 to go in the second quarter. Here's Schmerbach, takes a screen right, tried to find Montag slipping to the rim, but they turned it over. Here's Josh Iwamizu for the Mustangs into the front court. Iwamizu goes between his legs, spins it back at the free throw line, and then loses it. Carson Sims picks up the loose ball, races all the way in for the layup. Steal, scoop, and score for Carson Sims brings Henley a little closer, and then Hidden Valley turns it over right away. Here we go, 14-10 the score, 4.5 to go before locker room. Here's Montag, throwing it to Ibarra in the corner. Ibarra is going to get fouled on the reach-in from Neufeld.
You talk about another underclassman who's shown a lot of improvement. Look at Carson Sims. This guy started the season with the JV team. Got his first varsity start last week at Klamath Union.
Here's Sims with it, left extended arc. Again, Sims taking some heavy contact, and then a charge away from the basketball. Carson trying to have a conversation with the official, I think a warranted one. He's been pushed around quite a bit without getting a whistle. That time the foul came from Ibarra pushing and shoving away from the basketball. So here's Hidden Valley into the front court. Ball is in the hands of Klingler in front of the Henley bench. Klingler now to Drake, top of the key. Here's Neufeld. Neufeld is going to, well, before we get anything, Coach Stock is going to pick up a technical. I've got to say, rarely am I going to side with a coach who's picking up a technical foul, but Coach Stock has every right to be absolutely irate right now.
Yeah, he was right in the official's face. That's going to get you a technical probably 9 times out of 10. But he's got some valid qualms with what's going on
and
out
not
there.
Just one or two. There's been Coach Stock is still trying to voice his complaints. Joshua Iwamizu at the free throw line for these technicals. He will make his first. He's got a second one on the way. And the Hidden Valley Mustangs will get the ball back. He's perfect on that trip. So the new score 16-10 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. And again, it'll be Mustang ball here on the near side of the floor. Inbound pass goes to Evan Neufeld. He'll bring it up, guarded by Ibarra. Now it's Tommy Drake, gives it up to Stone. Now on the far side to Klingler. Klingler bounces it underneath. Intended for Iwamizu. It's stolen away by Montag. Here come the Hornets. Not going to take advantage in transition. Instead, Sims trying to pass it into Montag. It's taken away by Drake. Teams trading turnovers here with 3:38 to go before halftime. A 6-point difference between the Mustangs and the Hornets. Here's Klingler with it on the right wing. Now top of the key to Iwamizu. Tries one from way downtown. It rims out. The rebound is picked up by Stone, and he will put it back up and in. Now 18-10, Mustang lead, 3:22 to go in the second quarter. Here's Carson Sims with it. He'll take a screen, get it straight away. Tries to drive into the left side, and a foul. On the floor, Sims took a spill, and going to see who they charge the foul to. I believe that's Iwamizu as the Mustangs pick up their fourth. Sims checks out. We're going to see one more Hornet go to the bench, I believe. Nope, maybe not. It's just Schmerbach who checks in. Montag lofts it top of the key to Schmerbach. He puts it on the deck. He's picked up by Briarty, has it top of the key. Thought about a three, got the defender to jump, then gives it to Hamilton. Hamilton drives baseline, tries a mid-range jumper that won't go. And Drake gets the rebound. He'll slow things down for the Mustangs as they lead by 8, 3 minutes to go in the half. Here's Stone. Stone, he's going to step into a triple. It's too strong. Montag picks up the long rebound. Here he comes for the Hornets. Montag gives it up to Ibarra. Back to Montag beyond the arc. Gets it underneath to Mick. Mick on the right block. Skips to the free throw line, then passes it back outside to Ibarra, but he's fouled on the floor. Mick is fouled, that is, as he got the pass off. So Nolan Mick heading to the free throw line. Guy who's, we talk about the different growth and whatnot of this Henley team. A guy who did start the season as a starter in Nolan Mick. But the bench role of an inside threat when Corbin Hamilton comes off the floor, I think suits the senior just as well. Mick's second free throw on the way after missing his first. This one is good. And so a sub coming in for Mick. It's Jeremiah Brunick. Our score is 18-11 with Hidden Valley in front of Henley with 2:39 to go in the second quarter. Tommy Drake to inbound. He'll find Iwamizu as Finn Charlton guards him all the way up the floor. Iwamizu with a right-hand dribble, kicks it to the right side to Klingler. Klingler guarded by Schmerbach. Now Drake, here's Iwamizu, guarded tightly by Charlton. Charlton playing physical defense against Iwamizu. He gets rid of it to Briarty. Briarty back to Iwamizu. Again, face up with Charlton on the left extended arc. Here's Flitcroft, now to Briarty. Briarty bounces it ahead to Klingler. He'll try a three. That's no good. Rebound picked up by Ibarra. Pass coming up to Schmerbach. Schmerbach brings it along the right wing. Fakes a pass to his left, then dumps it underneath to Brunick. Brunick driving inside. His shot is tipped away by Drake. Now the Mustangs with a few numbers in transition. Briarty spins around to his left, throws a shot off the glass that's no good. Now Ibarra again, coming the other way. He's going to take it all the way home with a high layup off the glass and in. And a timeout is called. We'll take it. The score 18-13. A minute 44 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more Henley basketball after this on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
We drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Minute 44 to go in the second quarter. It's Hidden Valley who leads Henley 18-13, and it's those Mustangs who start with the basketball. Here's Braxton Briarty dribbling against Ibarra as he brings it into the front court, throws it to Flitcroft, now Daly into the hands of Klingler far side. Klingler guarded beyond the arc by Brunick on the right wing in front of the Hornets bench, kicks a pass underneath to Iwamizu, one step inside the arc in the corner, steps back, his foot on the line, but he knocks down the mid-range too. 20-13, a minute 22 to go in the second quarter. And for Iwamizu, that's his first made field goal. Here's Carson Sims for the Hornets, tries to go baseline with it, kicks it out to Hamilton for a corner three, too strong. The long rebound into the hands of Brunick. He steps out trying to collect the loose ball. And so Bryson Montag will check in for Finn Charlton, and let's see, I believe Naren Stone back out there for the Mustangs in turn for Flitcroft. Braxton Briarty takes the inbound pass. Dribbles it behind his legs on the way up the floor. Now to the hands of Naren Stone with it right wing. Stone dribbles inside the arc, throws it back out to Iwamizu. A shot way downtown is left short. Ibarra skies for the rebound. Outlet pass to Montag. Montag gets behind the defender, but he's met in the paint by Daly and then turns the ball over. Iwamizu's going to walk it up for the Mustangs, guarded all the way by Montag. Brings it into the front court and throws it on the right wing to Klingler. Klingler going to take a screen left by Stone. Now throws it to Iwamizu. Iwamizu from the left block. Turnaround jumper's no good. Iwamizu gets the long rebound back. Throws it to Daly and a whistle. And I think Coach Kassler called time. The Hidden Valley Mustangs will take it with 25 seconds to go before halftime. The Hornets trail the Mustangs 20-13 on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates, Marcom Solutions.
MyBasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports. Our continuing coverage of Henley basketball has brought us to Hidden Valley High School. So right now the Mustangs lead the Hornets 20-13 with 25 seconds left to go in the first half. The shot clock is off. The Mustangs opt to inbound it into the backcourt as Briarty brings it up now with 20 seconds. Briarty dribbling against Ibarra, now top of the key with 17. Gives it up to Iwamizu now with 15. Iwamizu now back to Briarty, top of the key with 11. Briarty bounces over to Klingler. Klingler has it on the wing, now to the hands of Daly with 7, top of the key. Daly's going to throw a pass to Iwamizu with 4 seconds. He tries a 3 and a whistle. And this is going to be a foul on the floor against Henley. I want to say Brunick tried to blow through a screen with 2.5 seconds left to go before the horn, and that should earn Hidden Valley. No, pardon me. That's only the 4th Hornets team foul. So now 2.5 left to go. They'll have to get a shot off quick. Briarty to inbound. Briarty gets it quickly to Klingler in the corner, and he will not hit the buzzer beater to end the first half. Instead, we'll go to the locker rooms with Hidden Valley leading 20-13. We'll be back with a few halftime stats and a look ahead. It's all coming at you next as we continue your coverage of Henley basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At MyBasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
It is halftime at Hidden Valley High School, and the Henley Hornets trail those Mustangs 20-13. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the leading scorers, and we'll start with the team in front, the Hidden Valley Mustangs, who are led twofold by Austin Klingler and Naren Stone, each with 7. 4 points for Josh Iwamizu and 2 for Tommy Drake. Your scorers right now for Jordan Kassler's squad. For the Hornets, they're also led in twofold by Micah Ibarra and Carson Sims, each with 4. Nolan Mick has 3. Corbin Hamilton has 2. It's been a defensive battle so far. Neither team has had great luck shooting the ball, but both teams have been playing extremely physical, face-up, hard-nosed defense the first half.
Yeah, Henley hanging tough, just like they did in the first game. They were down 32-26 at halftime at the Hornets' Nest. Obviously a much higher scoring affair than the one we're seeing right now, but still within striking distance are the Hornets this time. Really, what they have to do now is prevent Joshua Iwamizu from popping off and taking over the game like he did in the third quarter of the first meeting. He hit 4 threes, scored 14 points in that third quarter last time, got Hidden Valley out to a 10-point lead, headed to the fourth, and they went on to win by 19.
Yeah, you bring up exactly who I was going to talk about too, Josh Iwamizu. First half, only 4 points. And you can see that he has been the focus of the Henley defense. They've switched who's defended him. It was Bryson for a little while. Then it was Finn Charlton off the bench. And they have stayed attached to his hip the whole time, playing tough man-to-man defense against the whole team. But, I mean, you can absolutely tell that Iwamizu is the focus of that defense.
I mean, he burned him for 28 points in the first game. That's a necessary coaching adjustment. And Henley's done a good job of executing it so far.
And although Henley is eliminated from postseason contention, they are still hanging around today. Again, our score at halftime, 20-13. They're trying to spoil things for the Mustangs, who are in a decent spot right now when it comes to the conference outlook. They're out of the automatic bids, but they are competing with Klamath Union for that third-place spot and a chance at a play-in game into the postseason. And where they're ranked as well, number 13, they've got a pretty good chance of hosting it as well. So a win today for them goes a long way. And then, up next for them is a game tomorrow right here against those Klamath Union Pelicans. So that'll certainly be a big-time matchup. The Hornets are also in action tomorrow. They will be playing Mazama tomorrow at Valhalla Court. We'll have coverage of that one for you. Then they finish the season on a back-to-back as well against Phoenix on Monday next week. They close out the season at home once more against these Mustangs. They are looking for their first win since January 7th when they scored 80 points against LaPine. Since then, they've come up short in every single league contest, looking hopefully to turn the tides around a little bit today. Matt, we saw the Henley girls win earlier today. Fairly convincing for those who are maybe just listening on radio or just joining us for the boys' game. Another win for the Henley girls gives them a share of the conference title.
Yeah, three-peat, although I don't think anyone's really surprised. Henley girls have been absolutely dominant in Skyline Conference play from game one. Their closest game was a 21-point win over second-place Phoenix. You really could have almost penciled them in as Skyline Conference champions from the very beginning, maybe even before conference play even started, with the way the non-conference slate unfolded for all of these teams. But now a chance to clinch the title outright with a win tomorrow at Mazama.
We'll have continuing coverage of Henley basketball all season long. Still the rest of the game to get through today. Live from Grants Pass, Oregon at Hidden Valley High School. It is halftime where the Mustangs lead the Henley Hornets 20-13. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will get ready for third quarter action on MyBasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Nearly ready for the third quarter here at Hidden Valley High School as both teams emerge from the bench. Hidden Valley does so up 7 points, 20-13. Our score at halftime. Again, leading scores for Hidden Valley, Austin Klingler, Naren Stone, each with 7. Leaders for Henley, Micah Ibarra, Carson Sims, each with 4. As Coach Jordan Kassler, the coach of the Hidden Valley Mustangs, gets his squad ready, not only for today, but for a potential postseason push. If they're able to find a way to hold on today and win a couple down the stretch, trying to get his squad back into the postseason. Coach Kassler was a member of the 2006 state championship team for Hidden Valley. He certainly knows what it takes, and a senior-led group has played well against this Henley team so far today. So we get ready for the third quarter. The 5 on the floor for Henley, and Coach Brian Stock's squad is going to be Carson Sims, Bryson Montag, Reese Schmerbach, Corbin Hamilton, and Micah Ibarra. Still have yet to see the 5 emerging for Hidden Valley. It will be the Mustangs who start the second half with the basketball. And here we see Josh Iwamizu, Naren Stone, Braxton Briarty, Austin Klingler, and Kaiser Daly ready to start the third quarter for the Orange and Blue. Iwamizu to inbound as we get ready to go. Braxton Briarty receives the pass, and the clock is off and rolling here in the third quarter. 20-13, Hidden Valley leads. Here's Briarty with it in the corner. Gives it back up to Iwamizu on the right wing. Iwamizu picked up top of the key by Schmerbach. Loses the dribble for a moment. Races inside and scores, collecting the loose ball in the process. His team now leads 22-13. And that's now 6 points for Iwamizu. Here the Hornets try to respond. Hamilton has it on the right block. Turns around, up with the shot over Iwamizu, but it hits off the front of the rim. Iwamizu with the rebound. He's going to throw it ahead to Klingler. Klingler backs out into the far corner. Bounce it underneath to Stone at the left elbow. Now outside to Briarty between the circles. Kicks it to Klingler. Klingler looking for Stone off his screen. Instead finds Daly top of the key. Throws it to Briarty. Now underneath to Klingler. Gets his defender to jump and gets fouled. That's Reese Schmerbach committing the harm and sending Klingler to the line. Like I said, Klingler had 7 first-half points, a couple of made 2-point field goals, and a triple. As a team so far, Hidden Valley is a perfect 4 for 4 at the line. Although these Klingler's first, and he misses it. He will have a second. And that time he cashes in. So our score now 23-13. Henley trails. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ibarra races up the floor all the way in. Double clutch layup. Hits underneath the rim. The Mustangs pick up the loose ball. Here's Iwamizu skipping the pass into the front court to Stone. Stone up with the shot through contact. Won't get it to go. Carson Sims with the rebound. Racing ahead for Henley. Sims brings it along the left block and loses it in transition. Picked up by Stone. He gives it up to Daly, and ahead come the Mustangs. Daly passes it in the corner to Iwamizu, guarded by Montag. Iwamizu kicks it outside to Stone for a straightaway triple. It's left short. Rebound picked up by Schmerbach. Schmerbach brings it along the far sideline, passes in the far corner to Hamilton. Hamilton guarded by Iwamizu, tries to go baseline, spins out, kicks it over to Ibarra. Dumps it back to Hamilton, again to Ibarra, now out to Montag, whips a pass near side to Sims. All beyond the arc, Sims trying to direct a little bit of traffic from the left wing, hands it off to Schmerbach, brings it up top of the key. Schmerbach now to the hands of Montag. Now back to Schmerbach, 10 to shoot. Schmerbach drives all the way in, loses the dribble, kicks it outside to Sims. Catch and shoot, triple, Sims can't hit. The rebound is going to go out of bounds. The Mustangs take possession. So it'll be Naren Stone to inbound to Braxton Briarty. Gives it back to Stone. Stone into the front court, gives it up to Briarty, then in the corner to Klingler. Klingler head fakes a three, drives baseline, lays it up and in off the glass. 25-13 and a steal right away, and Iwamizu scores, and that's going to trigger a timeout. The Mustangs are pumped up. They're up 27-13, 5:45 to go in the third. We'll be back on mybasin.com and 104.3 and 960 Sports. Mustangs open the third quarter on a 7-0 run, and they're pumped up about it. They lead 27-13. They're just a couple minutes into the third quarter.
I was just getting ready to say, Josh, before that steal and bucket by Iwamizu, it definitely feels like Hidden Valley is operating with a real sense of urgency here early in the third quarter. You wonder what Jordan Kassler might have said to his team in the locker room, perhaps encouraging them to pick up the tempo a little bit.
Certainly felt like the Mustangs were taking their time a little bit in that first half, and boy, have they exploded here in the third quarter. Hornets looking to respond with a bit of up pace themselves as Bryson Montag takes the inbound pass quickly home to score. 27-15, 5.5 to go in the third. Iwamizu guarded by Schmerbach. He has to get rid of it in the front court to Briarty, then gets it back. Iwamizu throws the pass near side to Klingler, guarded there by Ibarra, throws it back to Iwamizu for a straightaway three. It's wide right, then the rebound goes out of bounds. So the Hornets will have it away from the basket. Inbound pass goes to Schmerbach, and he brings it up for the Hornets. Now here's Ibarra. Couple of subs ready to check in for the Mustangs. We'll get them to you soon. Here's Schmerbach, throws it to Sims on the far side. Sims brings it up top of the key and gives it to Montag. Now here's Hamilton on the left extended arc, tries to drive inside, then back out. Here's Schmerbach, guarded tightly by Daly. 14 to shoot for the Hornets. Here's Ibarra in the corner. Head fakes a three, drives baseline to Sims in the corner for a triple. Rims out, and the rebound picked up by Daly. Daly tried to get the pass ahead to Stone. Sims gave him trouble in doing so, and a foul is going to be called against the Mustangs. Good effort by Sims. I didn't quite see what the foul was. I think they're going to say Daly pushed Sims to the ground. And then Carson's going to, I thought he might head to the bench. Instead, they're going to send Hamilton to the bench, and Nolan Mick will check in. We do know that Kaiser Daly, he checked out in favor of Cooper Gagnon. Here are the Hornets. Reese Schmerbach tries to dribble in on the right side, loses it. The loose ball winds up in the hands of Sims. His layup from the left block, no good. Rebound picked up now by the Mustangs. Here's Iwamizu dribbling with it far side. Takes a screen left, and Bryson Montag is going to blow up a screen on the perimeter. He'll get fouled for that. Tried to go right through the chest of Tommy Drake there. Almost blew him out of the gym. Mustangs to inbound in front of their own bench. 4:26 to go in the third. They're up by 12. Inbound pass goes to Iwamizu. Jab step right, goes left, steps back out beyond the arc and nails a triple. That's how dangerous he can be. Puts his team up by 15. Pass comes in the near corner for the Hornets. Corbin Hamilton thought about a step back triple, then gives it up to Sims. Sims driving the left side, gets to the baseline, up with the shot, he's fouled. Carson Sims ended the first half with 4 points. These will be his first free throws of the game. As a team, Henley's only shot 2 other free throws, and they split that trip off the hands of Nolan Mick. Here Carson misses his first as Finn Charlton checks in for Reese Schmerbach. Second free throw on the way for Sims. That one is good. 30-16, 4 minutes to go in the third, and Josh Iwamizu dribbles against Bryson Montag all the way up the floor. Iwamizu throws the pass in the corner to Drake, guarded there by Sims. Tries to get a pass to Klingler. He can't corral it. Goes all the way into the backcourt, and the Hornets will get it. at the baseline underneath the basket. See if they can take advantage of good possession here. Let's see. We had a whistle. Are we resetting the shot clock perhaps? Maybe the possession arrow. Regardless, it's going to be Henley basketball. 3:54 to go in the third. They trail by 14. Pass lofted top of the key to Montag. Montag is, well, a whistle away from the basket, or pardon me, away from the ball under the basket is called against Finn Charlton. Getting a little bit handsy away from the ball, and he's whistled for his first foul. Josh Iwamizu bringing it up for the Mustangs. Guarded by Montag. He's going to throw it over to Gagnon on the far side. Cooper Gagnon releases the pass to Stone. Now back to Iwamizu, right extended arc. Iwamizu, ball high above his head, puts it on the deck, takes a screen, gets to the free throw line, pulls up, and it rattles home. Nice touch there from Josh Iwamizu. Again, Hidden Valley extending their lead, 32-16. Here's Ibarra around the defender to the free throw line, gets the pass out to Sims. Sims to the baseline, he's fouled. Good take by Sims on the fake step right, then driving left to get to the baseline. He's earning free throws for that attempt.
I think we're witnessing another Iwamizu third quarter takeover, Josh.
Yeah, he's already got 9 points in this quarter alone. 9 of the team's 12. First free throw from Sims was good. He's got a second. Second free throw also good from Sims. Makes it 32-18. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Iwamizu takes the inbound pass. Gets it into the front court. Again, guarded all the way up by Montag. Stops well beyond the arc. Throws it to Flitcroft. Flitcroft pump fakes beyond the arc. Tries to drive in. Turns it over. Hornets 2-on-2 in transition. Finn Charlton gives it up to Ibarra. Now to Sims. Sims again tries to go baseline and a whistle. I think they're going to say Sims again was fouled. And they're going to charge the foul to, well, I couldn't quite see. I believe he said 20, but that would be Sims. He was the one who got fouled. Regardless, it's Hornets ball. Inbound pass goes to Mick in the corner. Sims checks out. Brunick checks in. Here's Ibarra off a screen on the right side. Able to get in the paint and gives it up to Brunick, top of the key. Brunick drives inside. Nice pass to Ibarra, who finishes at the rim. And a great pass by Brunick led to the easy two there by Ibarra. 6 points for Micah. His team trails by 12. 2.5 to go in the third. Here's Flitcroft with it on the left side. Gives it up to Klingler. Bounces it to Iwamizu. Not before it's tipped away by Montag. There's a couple subs getting ready to check back in for Henley. Corbin Hamilton and Carson Sims come back in. To the bench go Montag and Ibarra. Here's Kaiser Daly to inbound for the Mustangs. Daly finds Briarty with it between the circles. Now over to Gagnon. Gagnon guarded by Sims on the left wing. Gives it up to Iwamizu straight away. Picked up by Hamilton. Iwamizu directing a little bit of traffic. Goes between his legs against Hamilton. Dribbles up to the arc and fires up a triple that's no good. The rebound is picked up by Gagnon, but he travels coming down with it. Iwamizu going for the heat check and coming up empty on that last possession. Gives the Hornets a chance as Schmerbach checks in for Charlton. And Sims will inbound. It's Schmerbach into the front court, takes a Hamilton screen right, then gives it up to Hamilton beyond the arc. He's going to take a Brunick screen, now to the hands of Sims. Sims tries to split the defense, loses the dribble, recollects, bounces it to Mick, cutting to the rim, but Mick stepped out. And a turnover is going to give the Mustangs the ball. Bryson Montag subbing in for Brunick. And Drake in for Klingler for Hidden Valley. Iwamizu. He'll inbound to Briarty. And he'll give it right back. Guarded by Montag. Iwamizu dribbles top of the key. Now to the hands of Drake on the right arc. Bounces it to Iwamizu in the corner. Iwamizu tries to go baseline with it against Montag. Gets in the paint, takes some contact, but can't finish. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Hornets take it. No subs in this time. It'll just be Nolan Mick to inbound. And Schmerbach, he's going to bring it up. Getting the play in from the sideline. Schmerbach hands it off to Montag. Brings it back around top of the key. Now to the hands of Hamilton left side. Hamilton, jab step right, then drives right. Gets to the free throw line. Up with the shot. It's tipped away by Iwamizu. Iwamizu outnumbered in transition. Instead finds Drake close to the rim. He's fouled hard. See, it's the deck. That time Sims will be whistled for the foul. Evens the foul count at 4 for both teams with 1:15 to go in the third, and the score 32-20. Hidden Valley leads, although this resulting in free throws for Tommy Drake. He had 2 points in the first half. These are his first free throws, and he misses the first. Subs in for Henley. Ibarra checks in for Mick. And we'll have someone check in for Drake here in a moment. Josh Iwamizu also heads to the bench as Kaiser Daly checks back in. Second free throw from Drake. It is no good. The rebound is battled for and won by the Mustangs. Here's Drake again now with it on the right wing. Gives it up to Flitcroft. Now Daly with it far side. Daly now gives it up to Gagnon. Picked up by Hamilton well beyond the arc. 1 minute to go in the third. 12 points separate the Mustangs from the Hornets. Here's Daly with it. Now straight away to Drake. Gives the pass up to Gagnon. Tries to split the defense. Steps to the rim. He travels. Now we're going to see Klingler check back in for Drake. The Hornets reclaim possession with 52 seconds to go in the third. Reese Schmerbach takes the inbound pass from Ibarra. Here he comes. Dribbles along the right side, hands it off to Sims. Sims continues to drive right, gets to the baseline, drives inside, kicks it out to Schmerbach. Schmerbach fakes a pass to Sims, goes inside himself, then outside to Ibarra. Head fakes a three, inside the paint, all the way home, can't score. The rebound is picked up by Daly, and a whistle. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. We'll take it. Actually, scratch that. We'll stay here for the third quarter. 30 seconds remain, and our score 32-20. With Hidden Valley in front of the Henley Hornets. I want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gino's Cafe on East Main Street. They're open every morning at 6:30, serving their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at iloveginos.com or on DoorDash. Gino's Cafe, also the sponsor of our weekly talk show, Ball in the Basin, as well as the upcoming high school basketball all-star game, which will be happening towards the end of March. Hidden Valley is, after really jumping out all over the Hornets at the start of this quarter, they've tapered off a little bit. The last about 3 or 4 minutes, actually, the Mustangs are scoreless. 5 on the floor for Henley to start this possession. It's Sims, Montag, Schmerbach, Ibarra, and Hamilton. And for the Mustangs, it's Daly, Briarty, Iwamizu, Klingler, and Stone. It will be Hidden Valley who has possession with the shot clock off and 30 seconds to go in the period. Here's Iwamizu against Montag into the front court. Gives it up to Briarty. Briarty right-handed dribble against Ibarra. Gives it up to Iwamizu in the corner. He brings it back around top of the key. Now with 16 seconds to go, here's Daly. Daly throws the pass to Briarty on the left wing, guarded by Ibarra now with 10. Here's Briarty. Briarty now with 8. Gives it up to Iwamizu with 7. They've got to close out on him. Here's Briarty in the corner with 5. Gives it to Stone, cutting to the rim. He is fouled with 1.8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Corbin Hamilton frustrated with himself, I think, after committing that foul at the end of this period. Thought that they'd played good enough defense to deny Hidden Valley points, but unfortunately this foul will give Darren Stone a chance at 2 free throws. He's perfect in his previous 2, but misses this one. Also has a 3-point jump shot made and a 2-point field goal, giving him 7 total points for the game, all in the first half. Here is his second free throw. That one's good. He will sub out in for Connor Flitcroft. 1.8 seconds to go in the third. We'll see if Henley can try to fire up a quick shot. Ibarra is going to just hold on to it, and that will be the end of the third quarter. 33-20. Head to the fourth next on 104.3 and 960 Sports, mybasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Back with you on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com for a President's Day edition of Henley basketball. Right now they trail Hidden Valley 33-20 as we start the fourth quarter. Henley inbounded it, quickly had it poked away out of bounds by Hidden Valley, so now they'll inbound it in front of their own bench. It's Ibarra finding Montag. Montag kicks it to Hamilton near side. Hamilton to Ibarra. He thought about a triple, puts it on the deck, drives inside, gets to the free throw line, pump fakes, then up with the shot. Front iron, no good. Rebound picked up by Austin Klingler. Now here's Josh Iwamizu into the front court for Hidden Valley. Gives it up to Braxton Briarty, then bounces it to Klingler now on the right wing. Klingler gives it up to Daly straight away. Daly guarded there by Sims. Now Iwamizu. Iwamizu trying to drive right. Goes baseline up with a shot. Left-handed lay-in is there for Josh Iwamizu. 11 second half points for him. Gives his team a 15-point lead. 7.5 to go in the fourth. Here's Micah Ibarra trying to direct some traffic a little bit on the right wing. Bounces it to Hamilton. Hands it off to Schmerbach. He's closed out between the circles. Rifles a pass underneath to Hamilton, but he can't score close to the rim. Rebound picked up by the Mustangs. Here's Iwamizu passing near side now to Stone. Stone picks up the dribble, gives it up to Klingler. Now into the hands of Iwamizu. Iwamizu finds Daly coming off a screen straight away. Now over to Klingler. Klingler against Schmerbach, driving inside. Klingler goes all the way in, but he's too strong on the layup. Rebound picked up by Montag. He'll give it up to Ibarra, who rifles a pass ahead to Sims. Sims gets in the paint on the other side. Contested shot, no good. Iwamizu picks up the rebound. Outlet pass to Klingler. He's met at the rim by Sims. Gets fouled and one. Send Austin Klingler to the line. He is 1 for 2 in his previous trip to the penalty stripe as Corbin Hamilton subs out. Nolan Mick checks in for the Hornets. Klingler for the game has 12 points. A chance to add one more here. Free throw is up. It is good. 38-20. 6:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Ibarra along the far side. Ibarra gives it up to Sims. Sims dribbles around, head of the key, knifes it between his legs, switches to the left hand, throws it near side to Schmerbach. Schmerbach now to Montag. Nice save by Schmerbach, keeping it in bounds. Here's Montag driving inside, gives it up to Mick, goes baseline, reverse layup too strong. Montag with the rebound, his putback won't go. Rebound picked up by Daly. Outlet pass to Klingler once more in transition. Klingler blows the layup. Here's Ibarra. In transition for Henley. He's met back in the paint by Iwamizu. Steps back for a triple and leaves it short. Rebound again picked up by Hidden Valley. They'll give it to Klingler one more time. Has his pocket picked by Ibarra. And now Sims throws the pass ahead to Mick. Mick on the wing. Gives it back to Sims. Sims has it poked free for a moment but recollects. Brings it up to the three-point arc. Gives it up to Ibarra. Jab step left. He goes right with it. Ibarra step back triple straight away. Got it! Nice shot there for the sophomore Ibarra. 38-23 the score, 5.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Iwamizu. So Mustangs try to respond. Now Klingler with it right side wing, guarded by Schmerbach. Ball high above his head, now to the hands of Daly. Here's Iwamizu off a screen. Goes between his legs on the left wing, now throws it up to Stone. Stone now near side to Klingler, guarded there by Sims. Klingler puts it on the deck, now into the hands of Briarty. Briarty gives it up to Stone, guarded by Mick, and a whistle. This is going the other way, and going to say that this was Klingler. No, pardon me, it's Daly who picked up the foul away from the basketball. Probably seen more off-ball fouls today than all season long, I feel like. It's been like 5 or 6 now off-ball fouls. Physical game. Ibarra to inbound. He'll give it up to Schmerbach, who'll cross the timeline for the Hornets. Schmerbach, waist-high dribble, gives it up to Mick. Mick steps back beyond the arc. Now again in the hands of Schmerbach. Whips it underneath to Brunick, who scores and one! Jeremiah Brunick, a tough bucket there, but a good pass from the perimeter to place him directly in the right spot to turn around, put it in, and earn the foul. It was the first points for Brunick, and this will be his first free throw of the game. He can't make it, and Iwamizu picks up the miss. He's guarded all the way up by Montag, throws it ahead to, I believe that's Drake. Now to the hands of Briarty. Here's Iwamizu. Gives it underneath to Drake, who cut to the rim from behind, and he scores. That's going to be a timeout for Coach Kassler of Hidden Valley. Will take it with him. 40-25, his Mustangs lead the Hornets on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
We drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
40-25 our score, 4:46 to go in the fourth quarter, and Hidden Valley leads the Henley Hornets. Here's Bryson Montag with it for the men in yellow. Bryson Montag has it on the right wing, throws it to Brunick at the free throw line, then outside to Ibarra. Ibarra jab step left, brings it around top of the key, then throws it back to Mick in the corner, bounces underneath to Brunick. Brunick has it tipped away by Stone into the hands of Drake. He gives it up to Iwamizu as the Mustangs bring it to the front court. Here's Briarty giving it up to Drake, now to Iwamizu. Now at half court, now to the hands of Stone, back to Iwamizu. Iwamizu goes between the legs, dribbling against Montag. At half court, throws it to Briarty. Briarty guarded by Ibarra, gives it up to Iwamizu. Iwamizu drives in. The pass intended for Drake was tipped away by Montag. And so with 14 seconds to shoot, the Mustangs will inbound at the baseline. It'll be Neufeld to inbound for the Mustangs. He's going to look for Iwamizu off a screen on the left wing. Steps back beyond the arc, gives it back to Neufeld, back to Iwamizu now with 10. Iwamizu to Neufeld, well beyond the arc with 6. Now with 5, Neufeld over to Drake. Drake has to get a shot off with 2. They get the shot off. No, they don't. Iwamizu just a second late on a corner shot is a shot clock violation. Coach Kassler from the sideline, he's taken responsibility for that one, trying to encourage his team as they lead by 15. Finn Charlton checks in for Henley as he brings it up the floor for the Hornets. Brings it along to the right wing, guarded by Iwamizu. Gives it up to Sims in the corner. Sims tosses it to Mick, still beyond the arc. Mick takes a Brunick screen left, then throws it to Montag. Brunick slipped the screen, received the pass in the paint. Up with the shot, he scores. Nice form of a pick and roll there for Jeremiah Brunick, getting the easy 2. Now the Mustangs look to reclaim a 15-point lead, now only up by 13. 3:20 to go in the fourth. Here's Tommy Drake with it, top of the key. Evan Neufeld tried to rifle a pass underneath to Stone, but it's intercepted by Carson Sims. Sims races the far side of the floor, dribbles inside. Sims, the strong take, a whistle. He is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Sims has shown a lot of aggressiveness here in this second half. These will be free throws 5 and 6 on the game for him. So he makes that one. He is now 4 of 5 at the line. Those are all the points he's gotten here in the second half, but he's got 8 total. And that's only 1 off the team lead. Can have a chance to tie that here and bring his team a little closer. Sims misses that one, but they pick up the rebound. Jeremiah Brunick tracked it down. Rifles a pass into Max Frank. Frank is going to travel. Getting some minutes here is the sophomore Max Frank. He's a big body that looks to be an important part of this varsity puzzle moving forward. We'll talk more about it after this break as timeout on the floor with 3:02 to go in the fourth. Hidden Valley leads Henley 40-28. We'll be back after this on 104.3 and 960 Sports at mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
City of Grants Pass, Oregon. Only about 2 hours west of Klamath Falls, and well, really we're in Murphy, which is, I'd say, about 10 miles south of what would be considered downtown Grants Pass. Right now, the Hornets down 40-28 against the Hidden Valley Mustangs. The 5 on the floor for Henley is Max Frank, Carson Sims, Finn Charlton, along with Jeremiah Brunick and Sam Bennett. For the Mustangs, it's Neufeld, Iwamizu, Klingler, Briarty, and Stone. Here's Stone with it on the right wing, gives it up to Klingler, throws the pass to Iwamizu on the left wing. Pass quickly underneath to Stone, who takes contact on the way up. He'll shoot a pair. Stone with 8 points on the game. These will be free throws 5 and 6 for him as well. And right now, he is 3 of 4 in his previous trips. Makes the first. Naren, just the latest Stone to pass through Hidden Valley High School. A couple older brothers, some older siblings. His dad actually was the principal here at one point. So he makes both free throws. 42-28, Hidden Valley in front. They trap the Hornets in the backcourt and get a turnover. Briarty has it in the paint. Klingler goes back up with the shot. No, pardon me, that was Stone up with that shot. A turnover leading to an easy 2 as the Mustangs, now leading by 16, are pressing on defense. Here's Finn Charlton in the backcourt. Feels pressure. Has to get rid of it. Throws it ahead to Max Frank. Frank drives baseline with it against Briarty. Kicks it outside to Bennett. Bennett driving in. He tried to get along the right lane, but a whistle is going to stop his drive. They're going to say he was fouled on the floor. And so that'll allow Finn Charlton to inbound. And a whistle. What do we got here? Coach Kassler was late getting a sub in, but they're going to allow him to make that substitution anyways. Naren Stone heads to the bench. So here are the Hornets to inbound. Finn Charlton at the baseline. He's going to look for Brunick on the block. Bodies his way in, but he can't hit the layup. Josh Iwamizu skies for the rebound. He's going to take it coast to coast for the lay-in. 46-28. Hornets trail the Mustangs. 2 minutes to go in this one. Here's Finn Charlton. Has it top of the key. Gives it up to Sims. Sims now in the corner to Bennett. Bennett drives into the paint. Back outside to Sims. Sims tries to go baseline. Up at the mid-range shot. He's fouled. And he will shoot 2. More free throws for the young Carson Sims. He's one of these guys who will have a quick turnaround after basketball season. Getting ready for the Hornets baseball season. He'll be joined with the likes of Corbin Hamilton and I want to say, as far as this varsity roster goes for Henley, that's it as far as the guys who are also baseball players. Coming off a state semifinal appearance a year ago. They lost a objectively great baseball game, but if you count Hornets losing that one, it was a heartbreaker. Sims getting ready to go to the line. Free throw's good. 46-29 the score, 1:56 to go as Kim Sabaton checks in for the Hornets and Sims heads to the bench. Full reserves out there for Henley. It is Bennett, Brunick, Frank, Sabaton, and Charlton. And for the Mustangs, it's Cowell along with Gagnon out there with Neufeld, Briarty, and Flitcroft. Flitcroft tries a straightaway triple that's no good. The rebound tracked down by Cowell, gives it back to Flitcroft, well beyond the arc straightaway. Now to the hands of Neufeld. Neufeld, he's going to give it up to Cowell. Cowell on the right arc, gives it underneath to Flitcroft. Back to the basket. His shot blocked by Bennett. Nice defense on the interior there as Finn Charlton brings it up. Throws it to Sabaton. Sabaton goes baseline. Right-handed layup. Hangs on the rim and drops. 46-32, a minute 11 to go in the fourth quarter. Hidden Valley leading Henley. Neufeld gives it up to Flitcroft on the far side. Now to the hands of Briarty. Here's Neufeld. Neufeld, he dribbles to the baseline, pulls up from the mid-range, in and out. Rebound picked up by Frank. Sabaton now outlet pass to Bennett. Bennett tries to create room beyond the arc. He'll stop there, bounce it to Sabaton now with 49 seconds to go in the ball game. Sabaton trying to find room along the arc for himself. Drives inside, lays it in for two. 46-34, 39 seconds to go. The Hornets getting closer, although I think they will be out of time. Here's Flitcroft on the left arc, now to the hands of Briarty. He gives it up to Neufeld, guarded there by Bennett. Bennett passes over to Cowell. Cowell thought about a three, then hands it to Briarty. Briarty guarded behind the arc by Charlton. Now Gagnon, he's going to give it up to Cowell. Cowell tightly guarded by Sabaton. Now with 9 on the shot clock. Hidden Valley, Gagnon has it in the corner. Gagnon steps back in the mid-range. He can't hit the lay-in. Now with 10 seconds to go, the Hornets can try to get a shot off. Here's Finn Charlton. He's going to dribble up to the arc. He'll try a triple at the horn. He hits it. A lot less gratifying than other buzzer beaters in Finn Charlton's career as the Hornets drop this one 46-34. We'll be back with a couple of post-game stats before we wrap this one up for you. This is Henley Basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports, mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
Sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Josh Eldridge and Matt Bowling back with you from Hidden Valley High School in Grants Pass as the Hornets drop this one to the Mustangs 46-37. Let's introduce you to the leading scorers, and we'll start with the victors, the Mustangs of Hidden Valley, who were led by Josh Iwamizu with 17 points, 13 for Austin Klingler, 12 for Braxton Briarty, and 4 for Tommy Drake. For the Henley Hornets, they were led in twofold by Micah Ibarra and Carson Sims, each with 9. Let's see, Kim Sabaton, and Jeremiah Brunick each had 4. Nolan Mick, Finn Charlton each had 3. Bryson Montag and Corbin Hamilton each had 2 in the losing effort for the Hornets, who dropped this one 46-37, and along with it, they will drop to 0-9 in Skyline Conference League play.
Yeah, I mean, the 9-point margin, I think a little deceptive. Hidden Valley really controlled this game from start to finish. It was, frankly, a bit more lopsided, I think, than the scoreboard reflects. But
it was probably almost a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes for Henley, just putting up shots that were good shots. Kim Sabaton scored a couple. Finn Charlton at the buzzer with a 3 that looked good, ultimately inconsequential. You're exactly right.
Yeah, I mean, not unexpected, certainly, given how the first game went. Henley did hang tough, as they did in that first game, but, a little bit of a deja vu, a nice third quarter takeover from Joshua Iwamizu once again, really powering Hidden Valley to a necessary win. They hold on to that third position in the Skyline Conference, put a little distance between themselves and Klamath Union. Actually, tomorrow, they're going to have a chance to eliminate Klamath Union and secure a postseason berth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you look at this Henley team, the 0-9, like we said, they are eliminated themselves, but you look at the rest of their season as a whole, they've got the third best defense in the league. They've been able to keep teams to a lower scoring margin than they otherwise would. It's just they can't score the ball themselves too easily with the worst offense, not only in their league, but in terms of overall points scored, the fewest in the entire state in the 4A classification. Unfortunately, coming true again. They are 0-9 against Hidden Valley. Chance to extend their season later on down the line. We'll be back with more Henley basketball coming up tomorrow, though, as they will take on Mazama at Valhalla Court. That game set for a 7:30 tip. We'll also have the girls ready for you as well at 6:30 from Mazama. Until then, do you have any final words before we head on out of here, Matt?
I can't say that I do, Josh. I mean, I think both games today were pretty open and shut. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I would expect the girls' game to play out much the same way, but Henley Mazama they played a couple of close ones. So we'll see what happens in round 3.
That's coming up tomorrow at 7:30. But until then, for my partner, Matt Bowling, my name is Josh Eldridge, saying so long from Grants Pass, Oregon, and Hidden Valley High School.